because of their character, their dedication to this program, and the way they carry themselves. They carry themselves with dignity, with class, and with respect at all times. We're really, really proud of the way they've grown, how they've developed, and the way they've represented our school and our community as student athletes. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our 5 seniors so they can be recognized and get the round of applause they deserve for all their contributions. This player member of our program, he's going to be attending Dayton to play baseball on the scholarship. He is undecided as to whether he may choose it, and he has been hired for baseball and basketball. And he's also hired for a high honor roll as an outstanding student, outstanding leader as well. Education. Our second senior is Zach Kinsey, escort prize parents Diane Kinsey. Zach's been in our program for 4 years. He's not certain what college he's going to be attending, but he's an outstanding student, a member of the National Honor Society, the highest honor roll, and a member of the Upper St. Clair Men's Group. Zach has played basketball and volleyball in his time at Upper St. Clair. Our next senior is Jeff Moore. He's not sure what college he's going to attend, but he's going south to the SEC. He will be majoring in business. He's been a varsity element in basketball and is a captain this year. He is also proud of never losing out of St. Clair travel tournament. Our next senior is Dan Nash. He's also a standout and captain of the volleyball team. Landon is not sure where he's going to be attending college. He may be playing basketball. He's intended to major in civil engineering. Landon is also a member of the back-to-back Upper St. Clair Travel Champions, and he is an outstanding student and member of the high honor roll for multiple semesters. And last but certainly not least, Josh Russell. He is not sure where he is going to be attending college, but boy, is somebody getting a great one. He's a P1 Classic champion. He's also an outstanding fantasy football player, 2-time winner of his fantasy football league. He is also a member of this outstanding travel basketball program. Josh Russell, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Coach Roster, the rest of our coaching staff, I just want to say a special thank you to this group of young men. They have really changed our life in a powerful and meaningful way, and represent everything that is good about high school athletics and about being a student athlete, and especially about representing our community. We will miss you guys greatly, but before you go, let's put one more great performance in. Ladies and gentlemen, have a one last round of applause for our 5 special seniors.
Welcome to Upper St. Clair High School, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Elias doing play-by-play, joined on the camera as I am each night by Emma Freilich. Here on this Tuesday night, January 27th, sectional matchup. Your Upper St. Clair Panthers, 5-2 in section, getting ready to play their neighbors from the south at Canon-McMillan Big Macs, 3-4 here in this. It was a senior night tonight for the Panthers. It's not their last home game, but they had some kind of scheduling conflict. They couldn't do it in the last home game, and they will be doing it. They did do it tonight. That'll air, or has aired, I guess I should say, in front of this broadcast. And if you notice the camera, that fell. So that's why you had that disjointed look there during, I think it was Jack Moore's presentation. At any rate, we're underway here on this Tuesday night, this cold Tuesday, January 27th. Canon-Mac won the tip. All seniors tonight for Danny. I guess Dahlum's a junior and so is Gensler. He didn't go with that tonight. Maybe we'll go with the last game. You got Jack Moore, Landon Roush, not a senior. Or Landon is a senior. Andrew Casey, senior. Luke Gensler, junior, with the rebound, and Ethan Dahlum, the quarterback, are your starting five for the Panthers, who are underway here. A minute in, no scoring. Good crowd here for a Tuesday night. Andrew Casey in the middle of the paint finds Landon Roush left side. Roush to the quarterback, Dahlum. Dahlum finds the proud of Deerfield, Jack Moore. Moore to Casey. 3-ball coming as Casey kicked it out to Gensler off the back of the iron. Casey does a good job of backhandling that ball to the sure hands of Ethan Dahlum. And the Panthers will continue to work against this 2-3 zone. A tight zone, packed it in. Dahlum finds a crease in that zone. It's a little finger roll to work. Two nothing Panthers. Canon-Mac content to sit in that zone. In order to get them out of it, the Panthers are going to have to hit some shots. They may not want them out of it. Loose ball, Landon Roush gets on the floor, ties him up, turns him over. 2-0 Panthers, 2 minutes gone. Off to a slow start scoring-wise. Seniors, Andrew Casey, Zach Kingsey, Jack Moore, Landon Roush, and Josh Russell. Jack Moore step backs, hits a 3, gets it to work. 5-0 Panthers. Jack Moore can shoot. The Moores can shoot. Jack's brother Brett made it rain here. 5-0 Panthers, 2.5 into the first. 3-ball coming. Owned to Tayo, number 30 for the Canon-Mac Big Macs. Too strong. Panthers getting a good quality looks from the outside. Again, Canon-Mac packs it in there in that 2-3 tight zone. Corey Sanders, number 5, a lefty, throws it in. Canon-Mac will not be shut out today, 5-2. Landon Roush works upside. I could hear a slap on the wrist up here, nothing called. We're through 3 minutes here. Good ball motion there, good ball movement. Number 2, Donovan McNeil couldn't handle hot pass. Panthers turnover the Big Macs. Casey with a good look underneath. Oh my, went over his head there. Nothing called. I guess he got all air when he jumped over Jack Moore's head. St. Clair's playing man defense. Long rebound comes away. Canon-Mac 3-ball coming. Can't get that to drop. Gensler with the rebound. The Panthers were in transition, turned it over. Slow start here. Odd man break coming back. 3-1 was the break coming this way. It's 5-4 Canon-Mac. We're halfway through this first quarter. The Panthers have had some looks. Haven't had a break. 8-minute mark, they threw the ball in the air, and they haven't stopped play since. Nothing out of bounds, no foul calls, no breaks. How about that? Jack Moore, 3-ball coming. That's going to be wide left. There has not been a whistle this first period yet. Runner doesn't work. 4 Panthers standing around. It's going to catch the attention of Danny Holzer every time there. We get our first whistle of the game. 3:09 to play.
Fouls on number 3, Ethan Donald.
Ethan Dahlem guilty of the foul. 5-5.
Out the line is number 24, Sincere Southern.
Tanner O'Grady and Luke Banbury check in. Jack Moore, Andrew Casey check out. 5-5 game, 3:09 to play in the first quarter. Takes them both. Canon-Mac has their first lead of the night, 6-5. And the Mac's 3-4 in section. Quarterback finds Gensler open in the back of the end zone for an easy 2. Max move the ball around, get a good look. Can't get it to fall. Outwork him on the offensive glass. Number 5, Bruce McAllister. Was he fouled?
Fouls on number 20, Landon Rausch.
There's a foul underneath on number 20, Landon Rausch. I didn't see it. Inbounds path is contested by Tanner O'Grady, the sophomore. Banbury seeing his first action of the night, the linebacker. Rebound taken away, Gensler. Here come the Panthers in transition. Gensler had a notion on a long 3. Checks it down, they'll set up shop. Find a big man Roush inside. Nothing working there, and they are turned over. 2:16 to play. First quarter, 7-6. 7-6 USC. Two minutes to play. Nice runner, gets his own rebound. St. Clair's got to do a better job of working on their own glass down here. Getting outworked here a little bit. Not a ton, but by a little. Certainly the last couple of minutes. 1 point lead, under 2 to play in the first quarter. Tuesday, January 27th. About 24 degrees. I think it's a little warmer out there. Maybe 28 degrees. Kind of wet. Casey, Dahlem, Gensler, Banbury, and O'Grady are the 5 on the floor. A minute and a half to play, 90 seconds. And Dahlem, the quarterback, out here about midfield, got a little rough there. Nothing called. Lefty's heating up. It's a 3 ball. 9-7. Canon-Mac outworking him a little bit right now. Timeout, Canon-Mac. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Elias joined on the camera by Emma Freilich. It is 9-7 Canon-Mac. They've got the ball. We got a minute to play in this first quarter. St. Clair came out okay. Last 4 minutes, not so okay. It's been an interesting first half, or first quarter. 4 fouls, all of them on St. Clair. Canon-Mac has not committed a foul.
Fouls on number 2, Tanner O'Grady.
Tanner O'Grady, they call him T. Goes up, loses the ball off his foot. Canon-Mac will retain possession. For the time being, Andrew Casey pulls one up, can't get it to drop. And we're right back in the soup. 9-7. Canon-Mac with the ball. Under 30 seconds to play here in the first half, 20 seconds to play. I don't think Canon-Mac would like anything better than to leave this first quarter up by 4, at least 2. They can hold and take last shot here. Comes a 3 ball. I thought he may have had a shot there. Not so, 6 seconds. He's gonna have to put it up. Here comes a 3. Doesn't work, 9-7 after 1, we'll be back. Welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Elias joined by Emma Freilich. We're about to tip off the second quarter. Canon-Mac 9, Upper St. Clair 7. And possession arrow favors the Big Macs. No inbound the ball here. St. Clair a little slow coming out. What's going on over there, Emma? Dahlem may have a cut on him. He's going to go back to the locker room. I see him going with Trainer Joe. He may have a cut. So you got O'Grady, Casey, Moore, Gensler, and Roush on the floor. (9-7) Upper St. Clair trails.
Number 30, Thomas Samoski.
11-7. I think they're going to do cheerleaders at halftime. Cheerleaders senior night at halftime. You see the parents starting to get going over there. Walk into the doors, they're all dressed up. Cologne on, aftershave. I can smell Barry Bartusiak's aftershave from up here. Dr. Barry Bartusiak. 11-7, Panthers down by 4. Big 3 coming, can't get it to drop. Tanner O'Grady with the rebound. He can't get that to work. Casey goes up, grabs it, and is mauled in the process. That is Canon-Mac's first foul.
Fouls on number 2, Trey Lewis.
Jack Moore drops a 3. That's his second. He's heating up a little bit. Pulls his team within 1. Jack's got 8. (11-10). This Canon-Mac team played Mount Lebanon 35-32. They keep the score low. They lost the game.
Fouls on number 2, Tanner O'Grady.
They pack it in on defense. They slow it down. I think Ethan Dahlem's back on the bench. He's got something on his right thumb. My guess is he had an open cut there. Had to get that taken care of. Canon-Mac turns it over and see if the Panthers can't get down here and knock something down. 11-10, 6:17 gone. I should say 6:17 to play. 2:43 gone in the second quarter. Underneath the Banbury, doesn't work. Here comes a 3 ball. I don't think that thumb's bothering the quarterback. Knocks that down, puts his Panthers back on top, 13-11. Ethan Dahlem, they don't take out much. They don't need to. He's one of St. Clair's finest athletes, and I think he's in the rare air of some of the best that's come through here. He's in tremendous shape. He's gifted, he's smart, and he's gifted athletically. He misses that 3 there. He's tough, he's mentally strong, and he competes. The whole package. St. Clair now pressuring the ball on a full court basis, 13-11. Canon-Mac feeling it a little frantic, calls a timeout. 13-11 USC. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Elias and Emma Freilich. 13-11 USC. over Canon-Mac. 5:20 to play in the second quarter. Didn't answer, probably didn't recognize the number. For the sectional matchup, these Big Macs will play defense now. And they can't afford to have that. The last 2 trips down, unforced errors. I guess unforced partially. St. Clair's defense had something to do with it. But they basically threw the ball out of bounds. 13-11, 5 minutes to play, second quarter. Dahlem had a notion underneath. Didn't work. I think the best thing you can do with Canon-Mac is get a little separation. Force them to get into the game they don't want to get in. That's one where they got to attack on offense. Moore pumps a 3. Doesn't fall. Full court lob. Gets Canon-Mac in position. And for the 3rd consecutive trip, Big Macs have been careless with the ball. St. Clair's got to come down this end of the court and sting them on it. They've had some open looks. Moore underneath finds Dahlem. Dahlem goes way high off the backboard. Can't get it to work and gets his own rebound. Finds classmate Andrew Casey. This way it doesn't work. And back come the Macs with an opportunity to tie. 4:17 to play. Canon-Mac gets an all-man break. Banbury defends. Moore, Gensler to Dahlem. Dahlem left side. Gets loose. Gives them 7 on the evening. The Panthers extend to 14-11. They opened this game up on a 5-0 run. Went down by as many as 4. They've got the lead back. And it's low-scoring affair. This is the game Canon-Mac plays. They played against Lebo. They feel like they have a matchup issue. They want to shrink the game. This lefty's hot. He's hit 2 threes. He's kept them in it. This is what they don't want to do. They can't afford to get down by many. They do not have the type of firepower to get back into it. St. Clair's got to do everything they can. Make these possessions count and sting them. And that's a great way to do it right there. Banbury just out-muscles them. Grabs a rebound. Moore picks up the trash. Dribble drives to the right side and is fouled in the process, and he will go to the line shooting 2. Jack's got 8 on the evening. 2 threes and a deuce. You get to add to that total here. He hits the front end, get their own rebound. 16-11. St. Clair by 5. Rouse checks out, or Rouse checks in, Moore checks out. Moore's got 9, he leads the team tonight. Three ball coming from Gensler way over here. Gets it to work. 19-13. St. Clair getting to that point now. They can pick up the pace here. Get these guys on the ropes. 2:30 to play in the second quarter. Fast-moving quarter. A few breaks. It was a football game. You'd say Canon-Mac loves to run it. That's not going to work. Down by 6. Here come the Panthers in transition. Roush, left corner. Banbury had a notion on the 3, pulls it up. Can't get the little 8-foot runner to work. Back come the Big Macs. Casey does a good job outworking his opponent for that ball. 19-13, Canon-Mac down by 6. 3 ball coming. Doesn't work. It's off the back rim. 1:40 to play. Al St. Clair certainly had opportunities here to get this thing to at least double digits or so. And Canon-Mac having real problems in their offensive zone. I mean, real problems. Well, he may almost traveled there, Ethan, down on the baseline. A little frantic right now. They're in a tight 2-3 zone, these Big Macs. Casey, the probing exercise, doesn't work. Loose ball ends up in Bansbury's hand, and Bansy kicks it out. (19-13), 1:13 to play. Ethan Dahlem left side. .102 to play. Second half, or I beg your pardon, second quarter. Panthers set up shop. Dahlem, Landon Roush, 3 ball coming. That's off the back of the iron. Can't get it to work. O'Grady comes over the top and he's guilty of a foul. 16 foul. 19-13. Points are come at a premium. .40 seconds and running.
Number 15, Jack Ford. At the line is number 24, Sincere Southern.
Sincere Southern shooting 1-1. (19-15), Canon-Mac down by 4, 30 seconds to play. And a grinder of a first half. John Shakurnik on the floor, number 5, his first minutes of the night. Casey loses the handle en route. 18 seconds to play. Canon-Mac with a chance to cut this thing. Out of 10, they start too late. I say it every broadcast. Sincere Rousey gets to the floor, doesn't get fouled. Dahlem's gonna have to put this up. Oh, good look, real good look. That counts. 21-15, we'll go to the half. St. Clair by 6, well done. See you in the second half. Welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Elias and Emma Freilich, and I'm out of breath because I come running up here. 21-15, St. Clair by 6. On this senior night. And this is a grinder of a game. Canon-Mac will do this to you. You got to make your shots down here and make them pay for this slow pace. Underway, 45 seconds gone. Three ball coming right side and missed everything. 21-15, a minute gone. Jack Moore has got 8 on the night. Moore in the paint. Finds Dahlem running. Can't get it to work. Does well to fight underneath. He'll get fouled and go to the line. 21-15, no scoring. Minute 13 gone. In this third quarter.
At the line will be number 15, Jack Moore.
Jack Moore shooting 2. He's actually got 9 on the evening. We'll put him in the double digits here. He's having himself a memorable senior night for sure. St. Clair by 7. Got their own rebound. It's twice they've done that. They turn it into a three-point play. Canon-Mac, I assure you, cannot afford to do that. .24-15, 6:12 to play. Third quarter. Gensler, Moore, Dahlem, Casey right side off the back of the rim. Finds Moore. Hands up. You can hear Coach Danny Holzer imploring his defense to play with some energy over here. On this side of the floor. Long 3 coming off the front of the rim. Very nice. You see him call that timeout in midair? 24-15. We're going to stay here. We got our first special guest of the 2-guest night coming up. We're going to 24-15 St. Clair by 9 with 5:35 to play in the third. Keep it rolling, Emma. We're going to welcome in our first guest to the booth. We got 2 guests coming in this evening. Welcome to the booth. Come on in, have a seat. We call this the booth, Coach.
Where do you want me, sir?
Right here. We are live right now, and I'm going to introduce you, and I'm going to ask you some real softball questions. We're joined tonight by your special guest, our commissioner of our basketball in our township, Jay Sekernick. Good evening, Coach Sekernick, Commissioner Sekernick. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Mr.
So we're going
Elias.
to start
Yourself?
with, I'm very well, thanks. We appreciate you spending a few minutes with us. We'll send you back to watch the rest of the game by the fourth quarter. I'll start with a couple of just the demographic stuff. You're married? What's your wife's name?
Yes, I am.
What's her name?
Kelly.
She's a St. Clair grad,
She is.
correct? And 3 kids.
3 of them.
One's down here. He's a junior.
That's correct.
John. You got one there?
At the scores table in the official score shirt tonight.
He's a 9th grader.
He is.
And then you got another one. Where's he?
He's on his way home tonight.
You guys, she went home already?
Yeah, he's had enough of basketball
For
for
second
the day.
half. So,
He's got a big game tomorrow against Bethel Park. Resting up.
what time?
7:30.
At home?
Yeah, over at boys.
So that's 6th grade
Big
A
game.
team.
5th grade.
5th grade A team, I beg your pardon. How's the team doing this year?
The teams are going well. Kids are competing. Parents are
All right, so
are into it, and everybody's having fun.
We'll get into that into the youth hoops now. So, how many years have you been involved with our basketball program in this
I
township?
think this is my 9th year doing this.
And you started with Jeff Kahn.
I did. I learned everything that I know from the man.
And then have you coached as well for those 9 years with us?
I have.
And this year you got a 6th grade team.
5th grade.
I beg your pardon. I should know that.
You should.
I should know. How many kids? And you coach both the travel component of the league and also the you run the recreational. Correct? Do you also run the girls rec program?
I do not.
Who runs that?
That is a group of Mike Bernard, who's a St. Clair grad, Mark Gaither, and Paul Mannix. So they take care of that.
So they
side
also
of things.
manage the travel component of that
Correct.
as well. Okay, so how many kids? And this is including double counting, right? Because
All
our
right.
travel kids also play rec. How many
Right.
kids are in your program?
We've got about 500 in our boys program that runs from 3rd grade all the way through high school.
And that I've said it on air a couple of times. What people don't realize about the rec program, I've always maintained one of our healthiest, most vibrant, most competitive, and well participated rec programs actually right here at the high school.
It is, and it's been working with the township and the school district. We've been able to get a little bit more gym time this year, which has allowed us to expand to 14 teams at that level. So we got 140 high school kids.
How many have you had in the past?
We've
What's
only-
like the
12.
range?
So we added another 20 kids.
Add
this
another
year.
2 in. Is there a cutoff in that? Have you had to turn kids away?
In the past, we did. So we were able to do it this year that we didn't have to turn anybody away.
So where do they play? I know they played in the at Boyce. Where else do they play?
Right. So they used to play at Boyce on Thursday nights, and now they've taken over the CRC on Sunday nights.
Wow, 14 teams. And
14
that's a record.
teams.
So over 500 kids in the program.
Right.
There's double counting. As you look down on this floor today, and on that bench, can you rattle off the kids that have come through your program and perhaps even played for you?
All 5.
I'd say all of them.
So all five on the floor. 5 on the court
Yep.
have been through our program.
So that's Dahlem, Gensler, Casey, Banbury, Roush.
Right, and
How about the Moore kid, of course?
Jack, yeah.
O'Grady.
O'Grady started in
Sekernick.
3rd grade. 3rd grade.
Pantelis.
Pantelis, 3rd grade.
Kingseed.
Kingseed. So they moved into the district. It was great about Zach. Zach was a B kid at a point, and then moved up to the A team.
Well,
so,
we
there's
only
so
have
much
this
development
quarter. I'm
going
to try and get to that too, because it's a
All
very
right.
good point.
Russell, yes.
Russell. Who's next to Russ here?
Palici, yes. Besselman, yes. Queter, yes. Roush, yes.
Bartusiak.
yes. Rosenberry, yes. Darubis, yes. Kahn, yes.
So it's everybody.
Gaither, yes.
It's everybody.
Everybody.
And that's the way it is. That's our travel program is robust. It is without question a feeder program to this high school, and they all pass through. They
did.
all pass through. And a lot of them begin, as you say, start playing in 3rd grade. Now, 3rd grade is relatively new travel. Is that correct?
It is. So we've had it for a while, for a little bit more than a decade, and we're seeing more and more teams and grades doing it. Obviously, everybody wants to start doing things earlier and earlier.
Yeah.
We're not going to go any earlier in 3rd grade. At 1st and 2nd grade, they need to learn how to dribble and shoot and just have a
But
good
in order
time.
to play travel hoops, you have to have somebody to play. So you needed to find other because otherwise they've been playing 4th grade teams.
Right. So when most of these kids were playing in our travel program as 3rd graders, they were playing almost exclusively 4th graders, and now they're able to compete with 3rd graders, and it's a better experience for them.
And so 3rd grade, we have how many teams? One team?
One team in 3rd grade.
And then you do 2 all the way up? Two teams? I mean an A team and a B team.
In 4th grade, we split it. We try and split them as evenly
That's
as
right.
possible.
That's A-B.
Right, and then we've got at least 2 at every grade level. This year, we got 3 7th grade teams, so we've got almost 30 kids in our travel program.
Have you put 3 teams out? Boy, that's a hard foul there. 27-15. I appreciate you coming up here as an aside. This is the way Canon-McMillan plays. A couple of nights ago, they had 35-32. It's an appropriate way to play, I suppose. 35-32 against Lebo. There's not a whole lot of scoring with these Canon-McMillan teams.
In that game, Lebo, they sat in this zone. Lebo went 3 for 28 from three-point range. They held the ball the last 3.5 minutes of that game to get a shot to win the game.
You don't have to be a big thinker in hoops to know if they're going to sit in that 2-3 zone, we're going to have to sting them with a couple of three-pointers.
Yep.
But 27-15,
and we just got to get
28-15.
them. Our kids
a little
play,
flow, get a little transition.
The faster they play, the better. They were great Sunday against Mars.
Yeah, I meant to make it out there. It was kind of an odd. I didn't know we had that game until the last second.
Yeah. That's the second offensive rebound that Ethan has had on a missed free throw in the last possession, and I almost guarantee you that's a called play from the sidelines.
What, that grab that missed free throw type of deal?
I want to go back and watch it on film, but I think...
You think he's missing it intentionally?
Oh, I don't know if he's missing it intentionally, but on the free throw,
they have
if you watch,
set.
Luke is stepping, instead of going in for the offensive rebound, Luke is stepping out to the short corner on the baseline. It's bringing the low guy out, and Ethan's driving in there.
Right in. So you've got two travel, you got 1 and 3rd, 2 4 through 7, and then you actually have 3 and 8th?
2 4th through 8th, and we have a 3rd and 7th grade this year.
Have you done 3 teams in a grade before?
We have. Last year we had a 3rd, 6th grade team and a 3rd, 8th grade team.
Are you cutting them up A, B, and C, or how's that?
So we're doing an A, B, and C, but they're competitive, and the kids, we've gotten to the point last year our 3rd, 8th grade team competed against B teams and some A teams, and they won about half of their games. So and those aren't kids that are necessarily gonna play high school basketball long term, but those are kids that are good athletes. They want to compete, and some of them will stick with the sport.
I'll tell you why that stuff matters, in my opinion. First of all, as you pointed out, we got B kids down here, and you never know. Someday you may have a C kid down here.
Absolutely.
If a kid wants to play, and if he's going to put the work in, and if he's going to be a program guy, you never know he's got a shot. That's one. Number 2, it's important to play the game to play the game. You're putting on 500 kids. I don't know how many. Well, you saw it in senior night tonight. There's 5 seniors.
5 seniors.
So when it comes to basketball, which is a popular sport, the product you're putting on the field, on the court, 3 through 8, that is their game.
Yeah.
That is the highlight of their basketball career, and therefore I think it's really amps up the significance of it.
I'll tell you, it's a tough sport to play at the high school level. Football. How many guys are seeing the field on a Friday night?
Oh man, the more the better. 35 is not out of the question. They have 35 guys touching it in some fashion.
Getting out on a Friday night.
Yep, punt. No. You got a lot of field goal. You got extra point. There's a lot of ways to get out there. You got 5 here.
You got 5,
which is kind of high. I've seen them roll 2 and 3 here before. I guess 5 would probably be ordinary, but it's nothing to have 2 or 3 in the program.
Right, and it's a hard sport to play.
It is.
And Coach Holzer demands a lot out of the kids. I'm just glad to see him get up. Coach Holzer demands a lot of these kids. These kids work hard all year round.
They do. And so the product you're putting out there is 500, and then it gets pruned back to 5. Now, a lot of that, candidly, is self-selection. As the kids head into high school, they really start to turn out. But that's not to say we only have 5 seniors playing hoops this year.
Exactly.
You got 140 or so in your rec program. I bet you a third of those are seniors. Is it typically a senior heavy?
Actually, this year we've got a lot more underclassmen, but the seniors are the captains. They pick the teams, and most of those kids that are seniors are participated in our travel program. They just happen to have moved on to playing another sport, and whether they're playing volleyball or soccer or football or baseball. It's still high quality basketball. The Rec All-Stars beat the varsity last year in a charity game at the end of the year.
I did. I was at that game. I saw part of that. 37-15. You realize that Canon-McMillan has scored 4 points since the end of the first quarter. They had 11 coming out. They had an 11-7 or 11-9 lead.
No, they lost 5 seniors from last year's team. And
they lose 55 seniors. Good grief. They can't. They do look young.
They are. They're young. They're small. It's a hard game. This Stanley kid can really shoot the ball if he gets a shot over there in the corner.
Do you remember any of these Canon-Mac kids from coming up around the circuit?
Almost every one of them. And that's the fun part. I've seen these kids grow up, whether it's Canon-Mac, Peters, Bethel. We've seen these kids since they were in 3rd grade.
I tell you, there's nothing like the best. So you got 5th grade A. You'll take him. But that 8th grade A and B, they're absolute battles out here on these courts in this travel. Yeah. Did you take 2 kids up through the circuit, and now you're heading back down for your 3rd?
I'm heading back down for my 3rd.
I would say this. I was talking just the other day. My wife and I are on our 2nd kid coming through the program now. Sekurnik kid from the left side, can't get it to work.
He's going to take a charge here. You watch, he's going to take a charge.
He would have. The offensive player did a good job.
So I'm going to tell you, this kid, they say when you're a coach you're not supposed to have a favorite kid, but obviously
right. Well, that
you
would
do.
be yours on the side.
I will tell you that my son had no business playing basketball, athletic ability, but he has worked himself to the position that he's in. And
first of all, he's a very good shooter. And the second thing, he's a complete program kid.
Well,
which is all those Saturday Gavin workouts, which happen year round, and then open gym on Sunday nights. You can literally find something to do. I'd imagine with the sport a good 12 months out of the year. Will he play when this season ends somewhere? Does he have a team that he can go to?
So these guys, I mean, they get after it in the off season pretty good.
The team will stick together and hoop?
Yeah, and he'll take some time off. You know, it's a tough sport on the body.
It is. There's no question about it.
He'll take some time off, and then we'll just get a group of kids together. We won't do anything. Too serious. Obviously, people aren't recruiting him to play on their AAU team to try and get a college scholarship.
That's all right.
We'll just get some guys together, and on weekends when we've got nothing going on, we'll get a group of kids. We'll go get some reversible jerseys, and we'll go play.
Yeah, it is a popular sport. That's you know, it's about a ball and finding a peach basket that you can throw it in. 37-17. We're down to the last 40 seconds or so. Talk real quick about the quality of kid that you've seen come through our hoop program in this township.
Well, I will tell you, you know, what's been so great about, and I've seen it because my son obviously being a part of it, last year's senior class really set the tone. And this year's senior class really picked it up.
They did. Last year's senior class was impressive.
They have set a tone in our basketball program that you're seeing carried all the way down. You know, these kids text me on the weekends and want to know where the travel games are.
Yep.
They come and watch the travel kids play because, you know, they know that these kids look up to them. And this is just the last 2 years especially, because, and I know it just because I've been a part of it. These kids are really just tremendous kids.
Yep, great young men. Well, Jason Koenig, 9 years in. We appreciate you stopping up to the booth and giving us some time, and here's to a healthy 9 more years running the league. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate
Thanks
everything,
for coming
man.
up to the booth. See
It's
you soon,
always a
bud.
pleasure.
Take care. 42-17, St. Clair by 25 with 10.9 to play. Canon-McMillan 1-1. See if we can't get out of here. St. Clair did to them what they needed to do, which was make them pay for this pace of play, and they've stuck them here in the third quarter. Casey with a little baby hook makes it 44-17 as we go to the break. We'll be back. Welcome back to Upper St. Clair High School, ladies and gentlemen. Phil Elias and Emma Freilich as we start the fourth. St. Clair has pulled away 44-17 over their section rivals from the south. They play a slow, methodic pace. They want to keep it tight. And it was St. Clair's job to sting them with shots, make them pay, and they've done that. And they've got it to a point now. Canon-McMillan would have to score double their output in one quarter and still not have the lead. So St. Clair well on our way to a section win. Moore follows a shot, tries to get it to work. Can't, he's fouled going up. He will go to the line and shoot two. I think Moore's got 11 on the evening. (44-19), 7.5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Moore's good. They call a lane violation. He had Dahlem darting in there too soon. 44-19, 7:36 to play in this fourth quarter. John Sekernik successfully defends inbounds play. 3-ball coming off the back of the iron, can't get it to work. Casey in transition, gets held en route, he's fouled. It's Canon-Mac's 5th team foul. I beg your pardon, that's their 8th. And that'll put Case on the line on this senior night, shooting 1-1. Can't get the front one to work. Rebound taken away by the Macs. What do you call? Sekernik took the charge. His dad called it, predicted it before. 44-19. St. Clair. 6:57 to play. Moore working right side. .644 to play. Dahlem to O'Grady. O'Grady with a runner. Gets it to fall, 46-19. O'Grady, Banbury, Dahlem, Roush, and Gensler on the floor. Yeah, Canon-Mac wants to play it slow. It works. Until the other team starts sticking shots, and then you're forced to, they're in a position they don't want to be in where they've got to play from behind and be in an attack mode. Got to have quick offense possessions. A pretty good take right there. Very good take right there. Good effort play. Max have cut it to 20. Roush right side gets it to work. Canon-Mac turns it over. Banbury generates the jump ball. 5:34 to play. Fourth quarter. Roush, O'Grady, Dahlem right side. Wheeling and dealing, finds a lane. One hands it to the left side, can't get it to drop. What do you get called for a foul there? I gave him double. Try to cool him off. (46-26). St. Clair by 20. Landon Roush right side. High off the glass, can't get it to fall. He's fouled. Landon Roush, shooting 2. Grady out, Casey in. Roush hits them both, 48-26. St. Clair by 22. Sectional tilt.
Basket number 10.
Loose ball, Dahlem finds the handle. We got a loose ball down there. Banbury gets the fumble. Luke's a little chippy tonight. 25, Luke Banbury. Pressure the ball carrier, cause a turnover. Landon Roush, left side. Oh boy. Well, he hit the ground hard there.
Fouls on number 24, Sincere Southern. At the line, looking number 20, Landon Roush.
Landon Roush shooting 2. First one's no good. Canon-Mac. 10 personal fouls here. Second half. Jack Moore checks back in. He's got a team high. Now, Gensler has 13. Moore has 11. Maybe a career high for Jack here on senior night. Can't get it to work left side. Banbury still working hard underneath. 49-28, 4:13 to play. Second half.
Fouls on number 25, Hamon Lyons. At the line is number 32, Andrew Casey.
Casey shooting 2. Senior going to Dayton, play baseball. His dad went to Richmond. I don't think he played baseball. Andrew will. 49-28. St. Clair by 21.
25, Luke Banbury.
Canon-Mac loses the handle on the way up. Under 4 to play. Moore's bumped baseline. They called it a straight turnover. He's looking for a little contact. Well, he got all kind of body on him. Jack Moore underneath for 2. Makes it a 51-28 game. We're going to be joined up here in the booth for the last couple minutes by athletic director Kevin Dietrich. 51-28, 51-30 St. Clair. Running clock. We got Dr. Dietrich, a special guest. We call this the booth up here, Dr. D. Welcome to the booth. Kevin Dietrich, St. Clair Athletic Director. Dr. D, a busy night down here now. There was a lot more than a basketball game going on here tonight.
Yeah, it was a great night. Senior night for basketball, cheer, and dance and hip hop. So it was a great night.
So, how many of our students participate in sports in one version or another, even double counting? You know, if you got a kid that plays hoops and plays baseball.
I would have to say we're up in the upper 60s, and a lot of kids play multiple sports. 60%.
60% of our student body is playing.
Because if you count clubs and everything else too, Dr. Kushner, the former principal, always had a great line. If you can't find something in St. Clair to please you,
you're not looking.
You'll create one.
Right. He's probably right about that. And if you push hard enough, you'll probably find some funding for it out of the district too. So, Danny Holzer here has got a little something going with these Panthers now. 52-30. This is going to put him. He's in sole possession of second place in this section. Talk about the job you think Danny does for.
Danny does such a great job. His record speaks for himself on the court. He's been here since 1996. He's one of the most tenured coaches in the WPIL. Being on the basketball committee, that goes a long way. Danny gets the ultimate respect from a lot of sports. But on top of that, Danny's record speaks for itself, but he's also a great person.
I agree with that.
Love him. He's a great teacher. He's always talking about Panther this and Panther that. He supports all the kids, all sports. It's hard not to want to play hard for someone so positive, enthusiastic.
And I think he finds that right line, which is hard to find, where he pushes that team, he works them hard, he demands a lot out of them, and he gets them to compete like dogs every time they're out here. But he's always a class act out there, both with his players, with these officials, and with these fans.
Absolutely. He's one of the most respected and tenured coaches that's in the WPL. Not only has he been coaching since '96, he's been in one spot.
Yeah, since '96.
He does a lot.
It's an interesting team. Now, we're a little dinged up now. We're missing two of our guys, but that's the way it goes, and we're going to have to find a way to overcome that.
It's going to be an exciting week because, we're at Bethel Park Friday night.
Yep.
That's a huge game. Then we have Mount Lebanon here, and that speaks for itself.
Yep.
But then we end the year with the #1 ranked and undefeated Fox Chapel.
Yeah, where will that game be played?
That'll be at Fox Chapel.
Yeah, so that's an interesting finish to it. So 60%, we're going to get back a little bit to this student body. 60% you think participate in one way or another. And then we've got this student section. I don't know if you can appreciate.
Yeah.
When did you come back to St. Clair? What year?
3 years ago.
I don't know if you can appreciate how far that section has come in 3 years, but talk about those kids and how they support our athletic programs.
About those kids, I'm looking at them right now. They're all athletes.
Yeah,
So,
right. They support one another.
And really, that's the St. Clair community. We want to stress the family. And, I can't say enough about Mike Junko. Mike Junko, the head football coach. We had a girls' senior night here last week. The whole football team was here.
Yeah, I heard.
And the girls know that.
Yep.
The girls' basketball team's out here tonight. It's just, it works well where everyone supports one another.
And we got that going on the fields. We've got our students playing. What about some of these facilities we picked up here recently? Now, out there they're calling that a press box. That's actually an administrative offices with the press box attached.
Right.
But it does, when you come in here, you look like you're in Texas.
Yeah.
At Texas high school.
It's funny. Tim O'Malley, the executive director, and Amy Schoenerman, the new executive director, they were here just last Friday.
Was it the first time they were here and saw it?
Yeah. They were quite impressed. They're already asking about WPIL championships in the pool.
Could we potentially host?
We could.
We would have to want to do it though.
Yeah.
We would have to desire to say, "Come on in."
That would be Dr. Rosner's call. That's way above.
But so what are the kind of requirements? We need sufficient parking.
We would need a day off of school because they run that Friday and Saturday.
Wow.
And then with parking, that's the biggie. So right now they do it at Pitt, and Pitt has a great facility, but the facility that we now have is as good as the one at Pitt, if not better.
So what about that swimming pool in there?
Unbelievable.
And the diving well?
Unbelievable. All the programming that we can do in that diving well, and not just for athletics, but curriculum, phys ed, everything. It's it's a game changer. And we're just really scratching the surface of what we can do there. Right now, our diving kids are kids in grade school. They either go to Mount Lebanon or Pitt.
I heard that.
Their club. And now
I heard
they
that.
don't have to do that.
The thing about that pool, And look, that was not an inexpensive endeavor there.
Right.
But, and I tell you this, I didn't know a lot about this swimming. Some folks got in my ear about it. And what struck me was one of the swim dads said, he put it to me this way, that was a 5-lane swimming pool in there.
Yeah.
It'd be like playing football in an 80-yard field. Do you know what I'd be doing if you had an 80-yard field out there? I'd have pitchforks. I'd be rallying up the troops to come and storm the place. We can't play on a 5-lane pool. So either we're going to have it or we're not.
I'm not allowed to. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, but there are certain schools that refuse to come here. Mount Lebanon.
Yeah.
5 lanes. That's equivalent to tennis.
Yeah.
Only having 2 courts.
Right.
We'll be here all night.
So we had all our Lebo, home and away, was always at Lebo.
Always at Lebo.
Always at NNA. Yeah. So we get the host now.
Lebo 2 weeks here.
Here.
Yeah.
For the first time when? In probably a decade.
Over that. Because they've never been in that pool.
How about that Matheny kid, Josh Matheny?
Oh.
Is he a good swimmer?
Good swimmer, but again, I can say he's even a better kid.
Yeah. So that's where I want to, maybe we've got 1:58 left in this game, 56-32 St. Clair. Talk to us about the most important equation of this whole thing, our most valuable resource, the human resource. What about the quality of kid that you get to interact with every day, and as many people in our community know, darn near each night, because that's where Athletic talks to you. Talk to us about the quality of kid that goes walking through that hallway on any given day.
Well, they're good in everything. You know, we always stress at St. Clair the 3 A's: the athletics, the arts, and academics, and all 3 are equally supported. And you know, it's amazing. Like, and Danny and I have actually talked about this. We have smart kids.
Yeah,
and again,
we do.
We're allowed to do the offenses, and Danny runs some college stuff.
Yeah.
Kids can handle it.
Yeah, Coach Junko says the same thing in terms of what they get on a weekly basis, and then also during the game,
Right.
what you can do because of their aptitude.
Well, another thing is too, WIL, every week we have to run an academic report, and there are certain standards. If you're not meeting those standards, you sit out that week. And you know, I've always said St. Clair, they care. The class clown is not really looked.
That's right. You are absolutely right about that.
Nobody wants
the
to
class clown is not cool here.
Exactly.
It's a different culture. So what the award you got for GPA? It's simply handed to the sports team that has the highest cumulative GPA for that year.
Yeah, the Panther Cup. But also we have an athletic director's award for kids who have 3.7 and over, and we also have the all-conference award for kids who have a 4.0 or higher.
How many years have you handed out the Panther Cup? Each year since you've been back? And who's won it? Golf team?
Girls golf. Now
3 years in a row.
Boys tennis was after it last year, and they always complain that golf and tennis that they don't have as many kids, but in a way it balances out. If you have one kid on that team that goes down.
Look, I got to tell you, and God bless those kids, but that award to me is like wrestling. 2 guys on the mat, they both weigh the same. There's going to be one winner. GPA speaks for itself. I can't help you there. Well,
we had a couple teams last year. They tried to kidnap the cup. So.
They tried to kidnap the cup. 58-35. We got 1:24. We appreciate you popping up here and spending time with us. We'll let you get back on the floor. We know you got a lot to do. Dr. Kevin Dietrich, ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed athletic director. Thanks for stopping up and seeing us. See you soon, bud. Thank you. 58-36. Appreciate it, Kevin. 1:24 to play in the fourth quarter. Did he just jump on and say, "Hi, Austin"? Who is the guy? Down the stretch we come here. 1:10 to play. Sectional matchup. Well, we had a couple of guests up here, past the time a little bit, Emma. Interesting phone conversations. Who's your friend that said hi to Austin? 58-37, under a minute to play. Porter Roush for 2. 3 ball coming. Well, we're under a half minute to play. On behalf of Emma Freilich, this is not your last game. Fox Chapel will be your last game. I just confirmed that with Dr. Dietrich, so we'll have one more home game. On behalf of Phil Elias and Emma Freilich, 60-40, 20 seconds to play here. God willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll see you next Tuesday night for a big-time sectional matchup, Upper St. Clair and Mount Lebanon. 60-42 is going to be your final here, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Phil and Emma, we wish you all a good night.